How's it going, guys? Craig here with another video. Today I'm here to talk about the EA conference that's just happened. This is going to be a bit of a roundup of some of the news that happened. Now, I've done individual videos for FIFA 17, Mass Effect Andromeda and Titanfall 2, so please do check them out on my channel. They've just gone live in the past half an hour, so if you want information on them, please go do check them out. Now, the reason I've done individual videos and then a separate roundup video is because other than those 3 games, there really wasn't much new news. It was like an underwhelming conference. I was expecting more, and it just didn't happen. E3 really didn't deliver, for EA anyway. I'm hoping the PlayStation conference is a bit more exciting. Hopefully some cheeky Destiny news. As you can see, this is a bit of cheeky Rocket League gameplay. It's one of my better games this week, so I do hope you're enjoying that. But going back to the EA conference for E3, now they did a 5-minute, I wouldn't say trailer, it's probably about a 5-minute video for Star Wars, and it featured a number of different developers who are creating games for Star Wars, such as Visceral Games and Respawn Entertainment, who are making Titanfall, which is a bit odd that they're making 2 games because it is a bit of a small studio, but hey, if they can do it, they can do it. But what frustrated me, as I said, it was a 5-minute video. It didn't show any new gameplay. It didn't identify any new games. None of these new games have titles yet, let alone gameplay. So it was a 5-minute video showing basically nothing. I mean, it had a few bits of artwork, a few pictures, but that's about it. That is just so frustrating for a gamer. If they're going to show something, show something. Otherwise, you're just wasting time and you're building anticipation, for something that we might not hear about for 6 months to a year. And that is one of the most frustrating things for me personally, as a gamer, that has come out of this conference. Now, the second game which kind of frustrated me at the EA conference was Battlefield 1. Again, there really wasn't any new news. They didn't announce anything that we didn't know. They did mention that you could control some of the airships or battleships. So they're basically the best ships, guns, boats that they had at the time during World War One, you will be able to use, which is good news. Although I think from the trailer previously, I think we all understood that would be the case. The trailer that they showed today, it was good, it was impressive, it was cinematic, but it showed the game. Nothing's really changed. It looks beautiful. The maps, which I assume are multiplayer, it didn't really show gameplay footage, but it looks like multiplayer maps. Look impressive. They reminded me of, obviously it's a different war, World War II, but Medal of Honor Frontline on the PS2 reminded me of a next generation version of that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I will be getting it, but there's just not really anything new there to tell you regarding that. Now, the final bit of news in this roundup is that EA are launching a couple of new initiatives. The first one's called EA Originals, and what they're going to do is take small studios that have small games, and Unraveled is a good example. That became a bit of a hit last year. It was a good game, it was a good platformer, and it was made from a very small studio. So what EA are looking for are small studios again. EA will fund them, publish them, and do the marketing for the games, and then the developers will keep 100% profits. Now, to me, that's really good. It's given little indie developers the chance to make games which we all enjoy. Now, Rocket League here is made from a small studio, and it's one of the best-selling games last year, and it's one of the best sports titles last year as well. It won a BAFTA for best sports game. So these little indie developers do have the opportunity to make really, really good games. Journey being another example. That's a small game, and it's one game of the year. So it's crazy, really. So that is a really good initiative. And the first game from EA Originals is a game called Fe. That's a platformer. It's set in the forest. There isn't really a lot of information. It's going to sound a bit wacky, but basically you're a cub, and you have to get through the forest without basically being killed. And there are lots of little things that are there that could kill you or corrupt you. And it looks intriguing. Now, when you see the trailer or when you pick it up for the first time, you may think this is a bit wacky, it's a bit strange, but to me, it looks a bit like Journey. You need to pick it up and play it, and once you start playing it, I think it could end up being a really big title and another potential game of the year. It just looks really good. So I'm actually glad EA started up EA Originals, and I'm looking forward to seeing what other games come from it. I hope there is a lot more, and maybe in Unravel 2 as well, because that's becoming a bit of a masterpiece and has the potential to be something like Little Big Planet. So I'm really looking forward to what develops with Unraveled. The second initiative that EA announced, which I think is really awesome, is that they're doing a charity fundraiser where you have to achieve certain in-game scenarios. So Battlefield, you have to kill a certain amount of people. With Star Wars game, you have to kill a certain amount of people with female characters. And FIFA, there are other objectives as well, across many EA titles effectively. And at the end of I believe it's a month-long event. I'm not 100% on that, so don't quote me. EA will donate $1 million to various charities. Now, one of them, if you're in the UK, you'll be aware of it. Special Effect. It's a charity very close to my heart. They enable disabled children and adults to play video games through altered controllers. So it's something that's very important, and I'm really, really glad EA have chosen to support them and for other amazing charities as well. So please do check that out, and hopefully we'll be raising a lot of money for them. So that's about it for this roundup. As I've said, for information about Titanfall, FIFA 17, and Mass Effect Andromeda, please do go check out those videos on my channel. They do have a bit more information than the other titles, especially Star Wars, which really does frustrate me. So go check the reviews out there. So that's about it for the EA conference tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the videos. I hope you found them useful. If you have, please do stick a like on there, and please do sub for more E3 information over the coming days. Thank you for listening. I've been Keifski, weapons free.